Hello everyone, welcome to Hopeful Turns. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the pattern for this crochet acorn. Now, I've already made a tutorial for this crochet oak leaves, so if you're interested, you can click on the link that is coming up here. You can just go directly to the crochet oak leaves tutorial. Now for this pattern here, we will first see the supplies that you require. Now you can use any yarn, any weight yarn, any type yarn for this tutorial, for this pattern. I have here used a medium 4 weight yarn, and with this I have used a size E or 3.5 mm crochet hook. Now the recommended hook size was 5 mm, but I have used a smaller hook size so that the stitches are tighter and the fillings just does not show out. Okay, so I have used two colors, a creamish brown and a dark brown. You might need two different contrast colors for this pattern. Apart from that, you would require a pair of scissors, a yarn needle and a stitch marker. Now if you do not have a stitch marker, you can use a bobby pin, safety pin, anything will work, and of course some stuffing. Now stuffing also, if you do not have this kind of polyfill fiber stuffing, you can use scrap yarns as your stuffing. Okay, so these are the few requirements. Now before starting, a small request. If at any point in the video you like what you see, please do not forget to press on the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. Now let's just get started. So we'll start this with a magic circle. So to make a magic circle, you take your yarn, loop it around your finger like an X. Once you have that, take your hook, pass your hook through the loop that is there on your finger and pull your working yarn through. So this here is your magic circle. Once you have a magic circle, make chain 1. Now if you want some more help with the magic circle, you can click on the link that is coming up here. I have a very detailed tutorial on how to make a magic circle. Okay, so we have a magic circle, we have chain 1. Now we'll start round 1. So for round 1, you have to put 6 single crochet into the magic circle. So this is my first single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So round 1 you will have chain 1 and then 6 single crochet. I'm just going to pull on this end so as to just close it. I'm not going to close it completely at this point. I will close it once I am finished with round 2. Otherwise the stitches will get very tight and it will be difficult to work. So that's why I like to close it completely only after round 2. Okay, so we'll start our round 2, and in this pattern we are not going to slip stitch after every round. We will be working in continuous round. So round 2 we'll start on top of the first stitch of the previous round. So this is my first stitch, not the chain 1, and into the first stitch I will make 2 single crochets. So put 2 single crochet into the very first stitch here, and I'm going to mark my very first stitch. Okay, and this is the pattern that we'll be following for round 2. We are going to put 2 single crochet in every stitch round. So this is my next stitch. Here again I'm going to put 2 single crochet. Now 2 single crochet is also called as an increase. So whenever, if at all I mention increase, it means that I'll be putting 2 single crochet in every stitch around. Okay, so we have 2 more stitches to go. So in this stitch also I'm going to put 2 single crochet. This is 1, and in the same stitch 1 more, and here I have my last stitch. Here again I'm going to put 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. And once you finish your round 2, you'll have a total of 12 single crochets. Now we'll start with our round 3. And the pattern for round 3 is going to be 1 single crochet in every stitch. So you're just going to make 1 single crochet in every stitch. So this is my first single crochet, this is my second single crochet, like that. In every stitch I'm going to make 1 single crochet. I'll mark my stitch before I move forward, and at this point you can completely close off this magic circle. Okay, so that is done. And I'll just quickly go around this, making 1 single crochet in every stitch around. So I'll join you at the end of this round. You just have to make 1 single crochet in each of these stitches, and once you finish this you'll have again 12 single crochet. So I'll make my 12 single crochet and meet you at the end of round 3. So here I have finished my round 3, and I'm just going to take my stitch marker out, and you can just flip this over so that we can work like this. Okay, so round 3 is over, and after you finish round 3 you should have 12 single crochet. We'll start our next round. Now the pattern for the round 4 is going to be 1 single crochet and an increase stitch. So into your first stitch make just 1 single crochet. You can mark your stitch here, and in the next stitch I'm going to put an increase, that is I'm going to put 2 single crochet into the same stitch here. So make 2 single crochet into the next stitch. So 1 2 1 2 is the pattern for this round. Come to the next stitch, make just 1 single crochet and make 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So I'll go on repeating this pattern, making 1 single crochet followed by an increase stitch. And once you finish this round, you should have a total of 18 single crochet. So here I'm at the end of my round 4, and I have a total of 18 single crochet. Now round 5, 6 and 7 all are the same. We are just going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch. So we'll start our round 5. So in this round I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch around. So I'll just mark my stitch before I move forward. You're just placing 1 single crochet, and once you finish round 5 you'll have a total of 18 single crochet again. So round 5, round 6, round 7 is just the same. Make 1 single crochet in every stitch, and all the 3 rounds, sorry not rows, will have 18 single crochet. So I'll just complete the 3 rows and I'll join you at the end of round 7. Okay, so I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch around. So here I'm at the end of round 7, and I have a stitch count of 18 single crochet. Now we'll move on to the next round. So the next round is going to be a decrease round. So what we'll do is we'll first make a single crochet and then make a decrease stitch. Okay, so we'll start. So we'll start with a normal single crochet. So make 1 single crochet, and you can mark your stitch. And the next stitch is going to be a decrease stitch. So I'm going to do a single crochet 2 together stitch. So this is how you do it. You insert your hook into the first stitch, pull up a loop. Now insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So this here is your single crochet 2 together, or it's also called as a decrease stitch. So we'll repeat this pattern. In the next stitch we will make just a normal single crochet, so 1 single crochet, and make a decrease in the next stitch. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So you can go ahead and continue this pattern, make just 1 single crochet and make a decrease stitch. Now I'm just doing a normal single crochet 2 together stitch. If you want, you can do a invisible decrease also, but I'm just doing a normal decrease stitch. That is your single crochet 2 together. So I'll just repeat this pattern till I reach the end of this row. All you have to do is you have to make 1 single crochet like this and follow it by a decrease stitch. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So I'll continue this and meet you at the end of this round. So here I'm at the end of round 8, and once you finish your round 8 you should have a stitch count of 12. Now at this point I'm just going to add stuffing, so you can stuff this in. Okay, so I'm just putting in some stuffing here. Now if you do not have this polyfill fiber, you can also use some scrap yarns to use as your stuffing. That will also work. Okay, so round 8 is done. We will move on to round 9. and round 9 it is just going to be a decrease round. So what we'll do is we'll make 6 decreases for round 9. So we'll start. So use the first 2 stitches to make a single crochet 2 together or a single crochet decrease stitch. So this is 1. Come to the next 2 stitches and make another decrease. So this is my second single crochet 2 together, 2. Now this is going to get a little bit tighter as you go on closing this. This here is my third decrease. We will make the fourth one. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all the 3. So this is fourth one. This is my 5th decrease. Okay, and one more you have to make. So I'll make my last single crochet decrease. Okay, so this is my 6th single crochet decrease. So this is how it is. Now at this point I'm just going to cut a long tail. Okay, and I'll pull it out. Next we are just going to close up this gap. So for that I'll take my yarn needle first and then we will stitch this up together. So here I have attached my yarn needle and we are just going to close off this small gap that is there. So what we'll do is we will use the front loops of the 6 stitches here in order to close it. So I just take my needle through the front loops of the 6 stitches. So this is my first stitch. If you see here it has a V, front and back loop. I'm just going through the front loop of the stitches. Just have to go through once around. I think this one is left, so I'll just go through this stitch, only the front loop, and then I'm just going to pull. Okay, so when you pull it, it closes this completely. I'll just make a small knot here and then cut it off. Okay, so I've just made a knot here and I'm just taking this yarn and I'll come out from any other stitch so that it just gets hidden inside the stuffing. Okay, so I'll cut my yarn here. Okay. So this part is done. Now we'll make the covering. So for that I'll take my brown color yarn first. Okay, so here I have got my dark brown color and for this I'm going to start with a slip knot. So make a slip knot first, and once you have that we will start with 6 chain stitch. So make 6 chain stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so here I have got my 6 chain stitch. Now we're first going to make the stem or the small stalk. So for that I'm going to skip the very first chain stitch and make a slip stitch in the remaining 5 stitches. So skipping the first stitch, make a slip stitch into the second stitch from the hook and then continue till you reach the very first stitch. So just make a slip stitch in all of the 5 stitches. So this is my 3rd slip stitch. Here is my 4th slip stitch and one more 5. So that completes the stem, small stem part. Okay, now we'll work a small circle. Now for the circle here, once you slip stitch into the very last stitch, make 3 chain stitch first. So 1, 2 and 3, and then go back into the same stitch, the first stitch, and slip stitch again. So I'm going back into the stitch and I'm going to slip stitch. Okay, now if you see here, we are going to get a very small circle. So if you see here, we have got a circle because of the 3 chain stitches that we have made, and we'll be working the first round in the center of this circle. So we'll start with chain 1. Okay, and we are going to put 6 single crochet into the small circle that is here. So this here is your circle, not this one. This is because of the slip stitch. So find the circle made with the 3 chain stitch, and we are going to put 6 single crochet. So this is 1 into the same center circle, make the second single crochet, 2. Now what can you do is you can just go over, you can just push this stem part down, twist it, and then again continue making the single crochets. So this is 3, 4, 5, and one more, 6. So here I have got 6 single crochet into the circle like this. So round 1 is done. We will move on to round 2. Now for round 2, you're going to put 2 single crochet in each of these stitches. So if you see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is my first stitch here. Here is the chain one, just ignore that. Go into the very first stitch here and put 2 single crochet. So this is 1, and into the same stitch make another single crochet, 2, and you can just mark your stitch before moving. So I'll just mark my stitch first. So this is going to be an increase around. You're just going to put 2 single crochet in every stitch around. So this is my next stitch. Here again I'll put 2 single crochet, 1, 2, like that. I'll just go on repeating this pattern, making 2 single crochet in every stitch. Now this might get a little bit tricky because the space is very tight. So just go ahead and put 2 single crochets, and you should have a stitch count of 12 once you finish this round. So here I have finished my round 2 and I have a total of 12 single crochet. We will move on to round 3. Now the pattern for round 3 is going to be 1 single crochet and then an increase stitch. So we'll do that. So into your very first stitch, make a single crochet. It's better to mark the stitch. Okay, so I have made 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch I'm going to put an increase. That is, I'm going to put 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So this is 1, and in the same stitch make 1 more single crochet like this. And this is the pattern that we'll repeat. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 1, 2, 1, 2 is the pattern that we will be making. So I'll just continue making this pattern, making 1 single crochet followed by an increase stitch. Okay, so I'll just repeat this, and once you finish this round you will have a total of 18 single crochet. So I'll complete this and meet you at the end of this round. So here I'm at the end of round 3 and I have now a total of 18 single crochet. We will make one last round. Now for this round, what we'll do is we will make 4 single crochet and then a decrease. So we'll do that. So this is 1, into the next stitch make again a single crochet. This is 2 single crochet. We have to make 4 single crochet and then a decrease. So 1, 2, this here is my third single crochet, 3, and 1 more, 4. Okay, so here I have made 4 single crochet. Once you make 4 single crochet, then you make a decrease stitch. So a single crochet 2 together is what we are going to do. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So this is your single crochet 2 together. We will do that. So we have to make 4 single crochet and then a decrease stitch. So make 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 1 more, 4. Okay, so here we have got 4 single crochet, and then I will make a decrease stitch. So using the next 2 stitches, I'm going to do a single crochet 2 together. Okay, so this is single crochet 2 together. We have last one set left, so we'll do that. We will make 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3 and one more 4. Okay, so here we have 4 single crochet. We have last 2 stitches left. We will make a decrease here also. Okay, so this round is done, and once you finish this round you should have a total of 15 single crochet. Okay, now we have just one last round left. So in the very last round you're just going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch around. Okay, so I'm just going to put 1 round of single crochet. So this will be your last round, and once you finish this round you will have again 15 single crochet. So I'll complete this round. So here I have made 1 round of single crochet. So this was my very last single crochet, and here's my stitch mark. I'll just take this off, and to finish this off what I'll do is I'll make a slip stitch into the next stitch. So where I had marked my stitch, I'm just going to make a slip stitch like this, and now I'll cut my yarn. So I'll just cut a long tail and take this out. Okay, so the covering part is done. Now if you see here, this is actually the wrong side, so I want to flip this over. So for that what I'll do is I will first of all take the stem part out. So using the circle here, I'll take my hook through the circle here and hook the stem part and pull it out like this. Okay, and then you can just flip it over so that the right side is out like this. Okay, and all we have left to do is to just push this in. So you can just squeeze it so that it stays in place, and if you want you can just keep it removable or you can stitch this up. That's totally up to you. So I'm just going to stitch this off. If you want you can just take this out as a removable one also. So just first of all push it nicely in, and then we are going to stitch this. So I'll use my darning needle first. So here I have attached my yarn needle, and I'm just going to stitch this up. So I'm just going to go around and stitch this up. So here I have gone around and stitched this up, and our acorn is ready. Now if you want you can pair this up with the oak leaves. I have just made this in my previous video. You can find the link in the description box. I will leave the link also in the end screen. So yeah, that was the tutorial on how to do the crochet acorn. I hope you liked it. Now if you liked it, please do not forget to press on the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. See you in another video. Until then, bye bye. Thank you for watching.